Good evening, Twitch. Apologies there, you're about to get a little bit of reverberation there. But we are back, and we're going to be playing a little bit more of The Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky, because somebody stole from Klaus. Nobody steals from Klaus, not on my watch. And I want to go after him. Plus, it might actually take up this prologue somewhere. I might take this prologue somewhere, and I might actually finally have an adventure. That's honestly what I'm after. But we are pretty much just gonna straight up jump into this here. Just because we can actually go off to adventure and see what else that we can actually do here. So we were about to go chase after those bandits. Oh no, we failed the lost kitten. And the Elise highway monster. And medical necessity still needs to be done. I was actually curious about this. If things need to actually be done. Sooner or later. The Elise Highway. Where do we go for that? Oh, okay. So we'll probably take care of two things here while we're on the Elise Highway. I'm sort of interested in trying to do multiple things while I actually play through this, but at the same time, I honestly don't know if it's actually going to be doable or not. I'm kinda curious. I will say, having things being on like an isometric view, and also apparently having things being obscured from your own vision, is also kinda strange. Oh, well, I guess that's our monster. I don't think we have a choice but to exterminate it. Let us go and strike it. Ooh, he has a lot of health. Guy is no pushover. So what's her ability? She has Sadist Whip. Envelop an enemy in a fierce flogging storm. And cuts through wind, developing a powerful lashing. What arts does she have? I actually didn't even look at her arts. So she has fire, she has wind, and... no, she has fire and wind. Interesting. She didn't even look at her stats either. Ooh, she has a lot of range, actually. I should probably... I should save it, actually. Well, no, we'll be fine with this.
Here I come!
Yep, that was definitely the right move there. It kind of looks like it ignores defenses. Oh, that was really the right move. Finish him off.
Seems you came up short.
You might want to turn up the volume. Terminate the monster. There we go. Actually curious about something. Option... No, it just says voices on. I kind of wish the voices probably had their own meter. Let's see, what's her attack? She has a big attack range. Gigantic attack range. Alright, let's go get that item for Santa Claus. I mean, Claus. Mayor Claus. Not Santa Claus. I have many things going through my thoughts. I have many thoughts related to Klaus. And making sure that I mean, seriously, let's just be honest here. If someone stole from Santa Claus, why would you not intervene? Can she? No, she can't reach. I'm surprised actually that's not like a defense. Like I would think for a tactical game you would want some sort of defense mechanic. Finish him off.
Alright! We rule!
I should actually also take a quick look at her orbments. What orbments does she have? She has 3 orbments. What does she have? She has a hit, she has a shield, and she also has... Oh, she has 4! Yeah, she has 4, wow. Man, they weren't kidding. I really should actually unlock all these then. And it's Mistwalled. Let's go into Mistwalled here. Ah, come on. I hate when I miss. I know these guys probably actually don't do any damage, but I'd rather at least get rid of them. Let's try this again, shall we? There we go, much better. Yep, that's actually not going to be a problem then. They're not going to do any damage. Honestly, I think, like... And I know it's gonna be kind of impossible, but it's kind of a shame you don't actually have, like, art styles that people like, and companies, like, notating down if they could actually develop more games using that sort of style. I know a lot of game developers have to, like, you know, to try and save money, they use game engines, but I'd like to see them also try and preserve the art style as well. I know a lot of good artists, and apparently I have. Apparently I'm pressing that R2 button by not actually pressing it. I actually wasn't able to, unfortunately I wasn't able to actually, fix my controller over the weekend. Let's see. Probably just do dual strike. And we can whip it.
Oh, are you done already?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Her voice is just really silent. I'm actually curious how strong the enemies are. But this is Mistwalled, huh? Can you tell us anything, Chera? Someone came through here, alright. From what I can see, a number of people passed through here not long ago. I'd wager Mira we're on the right track. How can you be so sure? Because tracking fugitives is an essential skill for bracers. Anyway, let's check the woods. Be sure to keep your voices low. Roger that. Understood. Hopefully we're strong enough now. Alright, well these guys are definitely... Ah, I was hoping I could actually kill it in time. Gonna be one of those things, isn't it? I wonder if she's actually one of our characters. As long as we're still in the prologue, I'm actually curious who our main cast is supposed to be besides Estelle and Joshua.
We're good to go.
It also kind of looks like you get experience based off of, your level, so the game doesn't really let you, how to put it, over level or under level. Let's see. Yeah, so I know we have to use arts for these guys. Let's see what airstrike does. I should have actually focused fire for the both of them. Oh, actually that's a positive then. I was actually curious about that.
We rule.
Yeah, actually it does relate to how much experience you get. Well, that's a plus then. I can actually level up here then. Actually curious about that. And let's speed things up. Oh, they silenced me. That's very unfortunate, actually. Ooh. That's actually surprising. I wonder if I can shoot this guy. Like I said, I'm gonna start using the turbo mode there, because I think it'll at least help. Because I do want to be able to speed things up a little bit more as I go through this adventure. Because this is a game that definitely is not afraid of letting people how to put it? This game loves taking its time. It just loves doing that. Let's see. I'm guessing these guys probably have high. Yep, very agile, can dodge attacks. I don't want to run out of EP though. That's my problem. That is my problem right now.
Alright, we're good to go.
Maybe I can at least get maybe to level 10. And plus I can get some money from these, Sepith. Ooh, poison. I'm actually glad poison's actually cured after every battle. That is definitely one thing I'm glad that they did in this game, because I hate post-poison battle. Because it feels like they really made this game super expensive. I can. What the hit? Yeah, poison hurts a lot, actually. Let's see, maybe I can hit it? Nope. I'm gonna be trying with everyone here. There we go.
Oh, are we done already?
Yeah, you don't really get a lot of experience for these guys. It's kind of surprising. What are you? Pine plant. Let's see. Get rid of you. And we can get rid of you. Did that stop her casting? It stopped her casting. And we're about to get smacked with water. And a lesson has been learned.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Let's see. Let's heal you up. I'm surprised I don't get a map for this place. So a map would have been very nice, honestly. I would have loved to be able to find... Hello? Klaus! Sweet, that's actually what I was looking for. And that's a bad thing. Oops. How tough are you guys? You guys are weak to fire and water. Fortunately, that makes him completely worthless. Have her cast that, and we'll just have her cast fire as well. Man, when they say they're really weak to magic, they're really weak to magic. Alright. I'm kind of curious if there's more in this forest. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a big forest. Or we could just instantly find who we're looking for. That was too easy. And to think that something as exquisite as this fell into my hands with almost no effort. Wait till Dawn and Kyle hear about this. It surprised me, that's for sure. The way he pulled off that act wearing that school uniform was simply astounding. It's what you'd expect from Mademoiselle of an ex-aristocratic family. Yeah, but what's in the past is in the past. It certainly doesn't hurt that in this outfit I can deceive almost anyone. That gullible mare and dim-witted bracer girl. Idiots, the whole lot of them. What was that? Calm down, let's see what else they have to say. Fine, but I'm not happy about this. Yeah, but that girl seemed pretty tough. I mean, she took care of all the monsters that appeared in the mine. The mine? Oh, you're the one who so you're the one who screwed up their job. If you had just done it like you were supposed to, I wouldn't have to put on a monkey show to get this thing. My apologies. Forget about it. All's well that ends well. At any rate, those two kids being bracers was an absolute joke. Especially that brainless bimbo. She honestly believed that we could be friends. What a freaking moron. I had to try so hard just to keep from laughing. How stupid can she be? It's just so absurd. Now that is rich. What's so funny? It's you guys. Yep, it's the brainless bimbo and her absolute joke of a bracer partner. And this probably won't come as a surprise, but we're going to beat you up now. What? Bracers? How did they find... You did a fine job stealing that septium from the mayor's residence, but... It looks like you were a little careless in the end. In accordance to the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with breaking and entering, vandalism, and burglary. It would be your best interest not to resist. I'm sure that Estelle is hoping you will. This doesn't look good. What are we gonna do now, Josette? How about you quit quaking in your boots for starters? These bracers are nothing more than a ragtag group of kids. I think it's time we show them the real strength of the Kapua family. Who are you calling us kids, you brat? I've had it up to here, and I'm going to do something about it right now. Hey, that's my line. Alright, boys, get 'em. My pleasure. Well, this certainly turned interesting. Let's see. Wonder... Yes, I can! I'd be more than happy to pull this off. Ooh, not even a... phaser. These guys are weak to anything, just that's underling. It swings a dagger with a poison-laced blade. Let's see, just said. Her true colors reveal her to be a bandit. Supports her companions with specialty cards. Okay. Well, for now, why don't we actually just do... Let's do things as normal. Curious, though. We have Sadist Whip.
Someone's been naughty.
I love Shara. It kind of reminds me of, oh god, who's that character from Fire Emblem? Oh my god, I'm completely kidding. Because my only real Fire Emblem, well, my only 2 Fire Emblem games I played was Radiant Dawn and the, I believe it was called Blazing Blade. Oh, I need a heal. That's actually what needs to happen here. Does she have... No, I already used up all her stuff. Let's get rid of this bandit here. I need to heal as soon as possible here. Probably heals herself. Good, as predicted. Shame I don't have like a strength up ability. So, speaking of healing, I should probably actually heal her. I kinda like Josette's design, honestly. I love bandit characters, it's kind of a weakness of mine. Great, not, I can do more damage. Actually, I probably should actually heal him. Since he's now officially less than half health. Oh no, he wasn't. Never mind then. Oh, what is her craft? Sylphin Whip. Let's see what this does. Or we could just have it miss. Wonderful. Perfect. Good. I'm actually surprised how long this battle's taking. That's fine. I'm actually just gonna have her save up her arts. Probably actually should do the same for these guys too. She heals. I'm actually gonna speed this up a little bit here. Need to have him use his abilities. Else we're not gonna get anywhere at all. Craft, pummel, let us pummel him.
Here I come.
I'm trying to remember what his name was. I honestly should know it. Because she's Nor, the Nor faction. That's what it is. I'm actually going to pull out my smartphone here and just look it up. Because I actually invested a lot of... You know, that actually, no, I didn't even really use her that much in Fire Emblem Heroes. And I played that game quite a bit. I think I fell out with it because once I had a lot more personal time. It's like, well, why am I playing this? I can be playing other games. She's probably gonna heal. Gee, they just have unlimited magic, don't they? That is literally what this is, isn't it? Good, that takes care of them. Oh, that's not good. Is there actually a stone effect in this game? There is actually a petrify effect in this game. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, that's really not good. Well, let's just actually use this. I'd rather have her not die. That's actually really bad. That's actually extremely bad. Wow, she's got a lot of defense, so the only thing she's weak to is arts then. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose because of the poison. I thought poison went away. It's actually really bad. I need to actually heal him. Can I? Oh, I can't even actually do that. Oh, this is gonna suck. At least he didn't get petrified. Oh, he's gonna die, isn't he? Yeah, he's gonna die. This is actually a problem. There we go.
That's it for me. Oh, are you done already?
It's the one person who doesn't need the experience. Oh well. How in the world? Had enough yet? That's what you get for taking bracers lightly. And we'll be taking this back if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Hey, that Septium belongs to me. No, not to you, to the people of Roland, that's who. Sheer nerve you have saying something like that is astounding. Now that we've got our crystal back, how about we move on to confession time? That's an interesting name you mentioned. The Kapua family, was it? Me and my big mouth. I absolutely have no idea what you're talking about. So you want to be a tough egg to crack, do you? I don't mind at all. In fact, I like them that way. What are you trying to do? That's a dangerous thing to be swinging around like that. Well, if you can't answer with your mouth, then maybe you can answer, maybe your body can answer instead. But don't worry, I'll be extra gentle. Eek! Get away from me, you crazy witch! I think Shira's enjoying this. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. Look out, Shira! An orbital gun? Oh, you're right, Shira? I'm fine, forget about me. Look at that! An airship? Looks like the tables have turned in our favor now, aren't they? Are you okay, Josette? Kyle, you're late. Where have you been? Oh, never mind. Just hurry up and give us a hand. No, can do. Our push into the Roland region has been put on hold. Something big up came up in the Boast region while you were away. Hey, how's it going, Newton? Let's just enjoy the story for a second. What's that supposed to mean? I don't have time to explain. Hurry and hop on, or I'll have to leave you behind. Crap. Just where do you think you're going? We'll pick this up another day, and don't think you've won either. Payback's gonna be a beast. Sure wasn't expecting anything like that to come out of the woodwork. It looks like they caught us all off guard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now I'm so frustrated I don't even know what to think. Well, on the bright side, we did get the Septium Crystal back. Switching gears, our group sure looked like a bunch of sky bandits. Yes, they certainly seem of that variety. It also sound they've made the Boast region their base of operations as well. We certainly wouldn't have expected a group like that to travel all the way to a rural place like Roland. They can care less if they're sky bandits or brigands. Next time I see that scruffy lying jerk of a tomboy, I'm going to thwack bam kapow her. What's thwack bam kapow supposed to mean? Someone was a fan of Batman at the localization team. Well, it's good you had a good time, actually, playing more Yakuza 2. It looks like you've had a rough day. Who'd have thought the Sky Bandits would appear? I don't blame you for letting them escape. No, this time it was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm really far from being in the same league as Cassius. Not your fault, Shira. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I was careless as well. No, you guys did a great job. I'd even give you a passing grade for your on-site investigation of the mayor's residence. Don't you think you should recommend them, Ina? Yes, I was thinking the same thing as well. Recommend? What do you mean? Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. 3,000, nice. And we're up to 7th class. Ooh, Eagle Eye Quartz. Take this. Recommendation. This is... As of now, you are both junior bracers. In other words, bracers in training. In order to become senior bracers, you'll need to receive recommendations from all regional branches in the kingdom. This is your recommendation from the Roland branch. Is it really okay for us to have this? I heard that in order to become a full-fledged bracer, we need to achieve something noteworthy. In light of the jobs performed in your father's stead and your great showing here, your achievements are sufficient. However, those achievements are only for your work here in Roland. You'll need to receive recommendations from the other regional branches after achieving success there as well. Bos, Ron, Zeiss, and finally, Grancel. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Even so, I'm really happy. It was worth all the hard work. Now that we've come this far, don't you think we should visit the other regions too, Joshua? I figured you'd say as much. I agree with you, but we can't decide this all by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home. Right. Oh. That's the telephone, right? Hello, this is the Bracers Guild's Roland branch in the Liberal Kingdom. Ah, it's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. I wonder if something happened. Looks that way to me. Yes, that's right. He left on business the other day. What? I apologize, but this is a little difficult for me to believe. Understood. I'll pass the news on to his family. They'll be fine. They're bracers too. Yes, if you hear anything else, please let me know. What's wrong, Aina? It's unusual for you to be so surprised like that. Who is calling? The Boast branch. Something terrible has happened. The airliner, Linde, has disappeared over the Boast region. What? How is that possible? I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Army is currently conducting a wide-scale search. Due to this event, all other flights have been postponed. Well, that explains the backup at the landing port. And... Aina? Estelle, Joshua, please brace yourselves. Your father, Cassius, was aboard the airliner that went missing. What? Impossible! There's gotta be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. Liberal Bracer Guild, Roland Branch, Senior Bracer, Cassius Bright, 45. And that's the end of our prologue. I'm just gonna make a nice little save file here. And there's our turning point in the story. Yeah, that was actually a long prologue, Newton. I gotta say, for like your starting adventure, that was a really long prologue. It honestly ended at probably the thing I actually lament about most anime series and dramas and such. But since we're actually playing a game and we control the pacing, I'm actually okay with it ending there. Because we're not just ending the stream. Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just want to let you know we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin. Sounds so good. Well, I'm down later. Why don't you two go on ahead and eat? Alright. I'll make sure to come down before your food gets cold. The Wheel of Fortune card. Again. Something really is going on. Just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. It took the news a lot better than I thought she would. It's not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room. Seeing how close she is with her father. I agree. So what do you think about all this, Shara? Is it an accident or an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-class bracer. When it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it'll be resolved. The fact is, an airliner, along with your father, has gone missing. In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, right? Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down here. Can't stand it any longer. What? Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry I thought I was going to pass out. This looks so good. Bon appetit. Aren't you two having any? This is great. The basil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua. Well, thanks. Come on, Shara, don't you just sit there too. You want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you say Steinrose? And 20 years old too? Shara, what do you think you're doing? Sorry, Estelle. I'm going to have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't even come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Uh-huh? Oh, right. I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favorites because it was stuffed in the back of the drawers. The underwear? Oh, and a set of gear for traveling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone. So I figure as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. So what you're saying is... you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. Well, I can't imagine anything bad happened to him, despite his horrible luck. Waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna check things out for myself. You really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but... What? You're so rude, Joshua. But you are coming along too, right? Of course. However, it looks like all airliner flights have been cancelled until the army finishes their search. It seems like the only way to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? Wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. Now that's if the route you're taking. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit here when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Ina and have her pass my job at the guild to another member. Shara. You really appreciate this, Shara. You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well, since Shara's along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. As do I. I appreciate you coming with us. Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Ina. Chapter 1. Disappearance of the Lindy. I understand the situation now. To be frank, with Sherazard taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Ina. Make good use of Ridge while we're gone. You should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry, if things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Grand Cell branch. By the way, Sherazard, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk to you about the job you were going to do. Sure, no problem. Still, Joshua, could I have you two wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Shara, if we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay then, let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done there, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Like I said, this game does not mind taking its time in terms of pacing, and it's more, honestly, it's more story right now than gameplay. Septian Calendar, 1075, erected in the partnership with the liberal royal family, Septian Church, and Roland City. Septian Calendar, 1192, destroyed during the Hundred Days War when Roland was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Septian Calendar, 1197, rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Roland. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think, they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. I can sure feel the spirit of Roland's people from this. Estelle? Joshua? What do you think about going up with me and waiting until Sheriff shows up? You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, come on. Morning air is so refreshing. Hey look, Joshua, we can see the house from here. You're right, I can see the roof. But do you want to tell me what's going on since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place. I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Because this is the place where my mom died. What? Years ago, during the war, when the Imperial army surrounded Roland, they bombarded the symbol of the city, the clock tower, to get the citizens to surrender. This was at a time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower. And when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favorite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free... After the war ended, this place had been rebuilt. I avoided coming here for the most part. Not because I have painful memories of this place, though. It's just, when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her. Estelle. But today is okay, right? Relying on her just this once. Asking her to bring Dad home safely. Asking her to protect him. Of course it is. Don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him. No doubt in my mind that he's safe. And if he happens to be a bit of trouble, then you can come to his rescue. Just like your mother did for you, you can do the same for your dad. And don't forget, I'm here to help you too. I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So... Huh? Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't say things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If I were any other girl, I would totally have misinterpreted your intentions just now. You're seriously the type who's going to have problems with romantic relationships in the future. I'm already starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when somebody's genuinely worried about you? Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. I guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. You are unbelievable. Don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Shara's waiting for us. Mecha GM, thank you very much for the raid there. Mecha raid. Is that your emote? Let's see who's here. Mecha GM, Maktai, how's it going? I'm guessing you were playing... Actually, I would assume you were playing Warframe, but that doesn't sound right, because I think if I remember I saw today, you were streaming Yakuza 0. Wait, was it Yakuza 1 or Yakuza 0? You're probably right. Mom, I finally realized why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Okay, it was Yakuza 0. How's it going, Kremty? Aw, the two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks even feel a bit hot just thinking about it. What's that supposed to mean? You were spying on us? Give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had a normal camera to get a shot of that view. Come on. What are you trying to say, Shara? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. She is the densest girl, and yet I still like her. It's kind of like how your habit hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Let's not get into that. What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena while you were up there? Yeah. I even asked her to watch over Dad. I see. I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little too much credit. Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Shara? Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in a troupe at the time. A troupe? Yeah, a troupe in the traveling circus. Shara was a dancer. Though it was a long time ago, we first met when she came to Roland with the circus. 12 years ago, to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. Because of that chance encounter when I became a bracer, I trained under your father. You know that? Well, I'll tell you about it sometime when I get a chance. Are you about ready to head for Bose? The airliner flight's cancelled, we'll just have to make our way the old-fashioned way, by foot. We'll need to make our way to the Vert Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region. The Vert Bridge is located at the west end of the Milch Main Road. Looks like we're all set, so let's go. And finally, after all of that, we are free. We are finally free. But first things first, I just want to actually turn in this mission. So in this game here, so what you're actually watching here is The Legend of Zeroes, Trails in the Sky. The Legend of Heroes is actually a franchise developed by Falcom. So if you ever played the Ys games, this is actually by the same group of developers. But this apparently is a series lasting just as long as Ys. But they kind of break it up into their own storyline. So this is the Trails in the Sky, and this actually has 3 chapters. So this is actually chapter 1 out of 3. And they also developed at the same time The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, which is a more of an action-based RPG. So first things first, just wanted to turn in this mission. So pretty much if you actually want to get money in this game, you get to either accept missions. Apparently there's one more here. Oh, that actually works perfectly. I can actually do that on the way. But how was Yakuza though? Like a lot of people are playing the Yakuza games, and I feel like when people get around to playing, if they ever get around to playing the Fist of the North Star game, they're probably not going to want to, they're not going to want to actually, play the Fist of the North Star game. That's good advice. Alright, well, first things first. I just want to take care of a few things here in town before I head on out here. We've had a lot happen. So, let me see. Probably actually should open up Joshua's thing here. How much is Charizard's, actually? We're short? Oh no, there's 2, actually. That's actually kind of weird. Alright. And what can I make here? Can I make anything new? Let's see, I don't have an impede. No, I do have an impede. A blind enemy with 10%. An EP cut. The time to cast. Ooh, that's actually a good one. Although Zero is the prequel, I don't know in the context of the others in the franchise. You know, that's actually kind of curious. I think that actually would be interesting to figure out what, how everything is in the franchise. So EP cut just reduces it by 10%, so obviously 1. Max EP by 5. You know, actually, I know what I need to actually make here from this. I need to make another healing quartz. That's actually what I need to make. Because that's the only one that'll actually give me a heal. The more people I can actually have with heal, the better. Like all these spells you get too. That's actually the impressive part about this whole thing. Alrighty. And with that, let's actually save our game first and foremost. This is honestly probably the most peaceful and like, okay, in comparison to all the games I've played, this right now is currently the most story-heavy of all the RPGs. And the only one I can think of that comes close to it in terms of being story-heavy is not even any of the RPGs I've actually played. It's actually, Senra Kagura. Yakuza 2 is considered the best for the series. Yeah, you were saying that last night, Newton. But how have you guys been doing? What games have you all been playing as of late? I've actually, on my off time, I've been playing EDF. I don't know why I've been playing more Earth Defense Force, but I've been going through all the missions. I think I actually do want to try and... I'm somewhat tempted to play through it, with all the classes and stuff. Right now I'm just playing through it on easy. And I know that sounds ridiculous, like why would you play it on easy? There's a very good reason why you want to play it on easy. It's pretty much to get armor. And to at least enjoy the battle, because soloing that game on any other difficulty other than easy is extremely difficult. Well, if it isn't Estelle, and Joshua too. Hello, Mr. Ashton. And this is Sherazard, if I remember correctly, right? Good afternoon, sir. I'd like to cross over into the Boast region, so we're wondering about getting a pass. Let me guess, this has something to do with Linde, doesn't it? Yeah. Goodness, Cassius was aboard? This is major. I'll issue a pass right away. It is alright if you issue the pass just like this. What are you talking about? I know you kids by face. Something you would not be able to get away with in the TSA. As a member of the Royal Army, I should do my best to cooperate with the Bracer Guild. Oh, but one other thing. Huh? Be careful if you have any errands at the Hakken Gate north of here. You might want to hide your identities as bracers there. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I can't say any more about the matter. If you do intend to investigate the incident, please do so with discretion. Pray to Idios for Cassius' safe return. Honestly, I have no problem playing with people like games on easy. In fact, I tend to get very annoyed with people who get all elitist about it. Honestly, EDF is one of those games that's very binary. I'd actually say it's probably the one game I don't mind, because a lot of people playing like Battle Royale games like Fortnite and, Paladins, Rem Royale and such. And I I don't like the shooting in those games at all, but yet it's the same type of shooting in EDF, but since it's against an NPC or against thousands of insects and aliens, I actually don't mind it at all. And since it's so over the top of what you're doing and what you're firing, it's honestly just enjoyable to pass the time and have fun with. Like, there are times, like, I personally actually do like having a challenge. But there's times where the difficulty can be so binary that it's not, like, it can sometimes just not be enjoyable. Like, the Ease games, for example. If you ever play Ease, actually, any of the Ease games, actually, if you play any of the Ease games, you can end up just doing 1 damage. Literally 1 damage if you're not a high enough level or don't have enough attack power and such. But the moment you get that enough attack power, it's like you're absolutely annihilating the enemies around you. Once you cross over, you won't be able to come back unless you get a pass from the other side. Please be aware of that before you cross. Got it. Well, we're crossing. It's a point of no return, ladies and gentlemen. But giving people... No, I don't give people crap about playing things on lower difficulties. I never have, never will. Can I get a pass from the other side? What do we have here this time, bracers? Traveling the roads on foot is a bit of a hassle, isn't it? Well, be careful out there. You know, honestly, you know what this actually style kind of reminds me of now that I think about it? It kind of reminds me of, Super Mario World RPG. And I know that sounds weird, but it really does, just simply because... Like, anytime you're at the doors, like, there's a little slit there showing, it's like, hey, you can walk here. Speaking of which, I should probably look at the map here. Nobel family, let's go to Bose. So from here on out, like I said, now that we've gone through... Well, maybe we should do 1 or 2 fights. I do want to see what the monsters are in this region. I kind of am trying to focus purely on the story. There's a flaky potato. To water and fire. I have no problem with that. I actually kind of like the system they have here in this game. It's very basic, but at the same time, I kind of like it. Like, everyone gets magic. Everyone has a skill they could level up.
Piece of cake.
Actually, probably should actually level up a bit. This is a list of games to play if I tolerate. You know, the reason actually I did the whole RPGs for the year thing is because I really missed playing some RPGs. It's been a long time since I really got to sit down and enjoy any RPG at all. And so having an entire year of it to me is just great. I think the only sad part is like, I know I'm rushing through a lot of these RPGs and such, so when it comes down to playing, and this I think is a kind of a strange problem when it comes to RPGs as of late, is that they're really time-consuming more than ever before. And I'm trying to figure out, like, it really just comes down to one of 2 things. Either it's the combat, or it's the, or it's the story. And it's kind of difficult to figure out, like, which is it? And I think right now, I'd probably say for most games, it actually just, it might be the story. Like, this game loves to take its time. I'm trying to think, like, of another game that had such a gigantic amount of time in terms of the RPGs I played through. What's that headed this way? Cargo! That is an adorable vehicle. Well, if it isn't Sherazard, how have you been? Fine, I haven't seen you in a while either. What are you up to? As you can see, I'm doing an escort job. I'm sure that you've heard all about the airliners being grounded after the Linde incident, right? Because of that, we have to move all this cargo to the Royal City by ground transport. I see, well, your efforts are appreciated. So how about yourself? What are you doing with these youngsters? told me you're looking into the incident. That was the plan. Why? Do you know something we should be aware of? Well, I think it would be best if you spoke with Lugran about that at the Post Branch. Anyway, I've got to get going. Catch you later. But I think, honestly, next year I probably won't be streaming RPGs on stream for a while. First Mr. Ashton, and now him. Everyone keeps hinting at something. No one will just come out and say it. I wonder what's up. Well, there must be a good reason for it, and we'll probably find our answers at the Post Branch. Agreed, if we do as he suggests, and ask Lugran about it, we may just get a clue about what's going on. Anyway, let's get moving. Last game we were playing was really slow. It's Tales of the Abyss. I was actually thinking about doing a Tales game. Actually. I've actually been thinking about doing streaming a Tales game. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yakuza has been fun, but I'm so not used to gaming with a controller. How are you not used to gaming with a controller? I'm actually curious about that. Let's see. Okay, good. She'll have it. I mean, if anything, I was surprised. You know one game actually I've been thinking of actually playing, and I played with a controller and regretted it? Space Marine 40K. That was that multiplayer was really good. The downside about that game, though, is, and this kind of sucks, is that it was optimal to play with mouse and keyboard. Ah, damn it. That's a surprise. All the games you play use mouse and keyboard? Ooh. See, for me, I'm so used to one or the other. Like, right now, I actually do need to, I need to actually crack open my controller and fix it. You did not grow up with consoles at all. I grew up with both, oddly enough. Like, I actually grew up with both. It was really... It was kind of fortunate, honestly, I ended up growing up with both. But I don't know how you would play Yakuza without a keyboard, without a gamepad, honestly. There's just... Like, first-person shooters. Okay, give me keyboard and mouse any day of the week. Then I get to like third-person shooters and stuff, and I normally err on the controller, but I know like I probably should actually be using a keyboard and mouse, especially after getting my butt handed to me in Space Marine 40K. But it just feels so awkward to actually play with a keyboard and mouse with like a game like that, because the controls can just be awkward. But I think because of the whole Battle Royale things, I'm coming along to the other side of it. You only stumbled upon... How's it going, Doofenshmirtz? I'm just farming a little bit of Sepith here, because if I don't, I'm probably going to regret it, and I'm probably going to regret not getting any experience. Picked up the first Cold Steel and loved it, and got all the Trails of the Sky games coming on sale. It's an incredible slow burn, but it's up there on your favorite series. Well, that's good to know. Like I said, Falcom does a really good job at making their RPGs. I've yet to see one that hasn't done it right. Let's see. Okay, there's honestly no way to... It's outdated now, but for the time though, because of the trigger and the Z button and having the mouse, or having the C buttons and stuff, it was finally actually the first time a lot of people actually got to play a game like that without a keyboard and mouse. Let's see. You are weak to fire. He does not have fire. See, that's... Ooh, that's actually not good. Okay, he does a lot of damage. You're certain if you have not played Marathon Doom, you would not have disliked it. Wait, are you talking about... Oh, GoldenEye, yeah. See, I never got... I remember I got to try Doom. Actually, just gonna use Soulburn here. No, he has no other weaknesses. Oh, I'm sure it felt incredibly wrong to actually play that. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt, isn't it? I mean, for the time, honestly, and casually, like, it just worked for a lot of people. See, I really actually do miss the whole local play. I actually really do miss a lot of local play. In games, as of late. Because playing with... There's a huge different dynamic when you play with people you actually know. And they're right next to you, and you're able to actually enjoy the game. And it's something I honestly actually do miss. I really, really do miss that. Let's see. See, I never got to do the land thing. I think the first time I ever got to do lands... Well, actually, no, that's not true. I guess the first time I did lands was back when cyber cafes were a huge thing in Warcraft 2, and when the heck were there two of them? Okay, those guys split up. Alright. That's a thing I did not know they could do. I was terrible at Warcraft 2, but then again, I'd pretty much like to think a lot of people were terrible at Warcraft 2 back in the day. Because you had to do a lot of micromanagement if you actually wanted to be good at those games. See, that's why I said it's like I had a mixed heritage in terms of playing games. So it's like when it comes to playing games, it's like I just kind of know. I'm just used to both of them. I should probably actually heal. How do I cook in this game, anyway? Let's see. Okay, so that's how I cook. I could press square and bring up my cooking menu. Interesting. HP 120, 180. Actually... Wait, what? Oh, okay, to go... Okay, so I see. To go and heals. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know it was a to-go or sit-down. You're more in favor of turn-based games than RT... Oh, strategy, okay. I like Warcraft, and I like StarCraft. It was fun. I never really played it too seriously. Finally made it here. To the commercial city of Bos, which sits at the heart of the Bos region. Wow, this definitely looks like a city. One of the 5 major cities in Liberal. This one comes next after the Royal City. Compared to Roland, the buildings are all made of stone and seem a lot bigger. Does anyone have an idea what that huge building is over there? That's the Bos Market. It's an indoor marketplace made up of various shops. Food, clothing, sundry goods, furniture, books, and so on. You pretty much buy anything here with the exception of weapons and ornaments. Not surprising that they call this place a commercial city. Man, I wish this could have been a trip for shopping. Maybe some other time. Let's first stop by the guild and find out what's going on regarding the incident. Oh, alright. Just so you know, the Bracer Guild is just right over there. There being a reason why we actually need the map. And before we go off to the guild there, let's us head on over to the church. Let's see. I am also terrible at navigating in this place. New Ansel Path. Every time you start a new game, I just get the mindset the game takes place in some world. Yeah, that's honestly, that's a lot of my mindset too. It's really... I think that's one thing I've... Oh, never mind. I guess I can't actually go to the church then. Fine, forget it. Let us go. I guess the one reason I kind of still like RPGs, I think a lot of people aren't used to, or so cynical now. I think a lot of people are just so obsessed with about tropes and such. Oh, Charizard, you arrived a lot sooner than I expected. I appreciate you all coming the way from Roland. It's been a while, hasn't it, Lugrin? Did someone tell you that we were coming ahead of time? Yes, I received a call from Ina not that long ago. So you mean that these two kids with you are Cassius's children? Yes, that's right. It's nice to meet you, sir. I'm Estelle Bright. And I'm Joshua Bright. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Lugrin, and I oversee the Bros branch. Your father and I go way back. Please, just call me Lugrin. Be sure to do that. That said, could you give us a quick update on the missing airliner incident? Yes, about that. The Royal Army is still continuing its search. However, with the Army's current restriction on information, no public updates on the situation have been made. And not only has the general public been kept in the dark, but the Guild hasn't heard a word either. Really? Why not? Aren't the Army and Guild supposed to be cooperating together? Well, that's the way it is on the surface, anyway. In actuality, there's a lot of opposition between both parties on a number of aspects. Pretty much what you're saying, that it's a bunch of jurisdictional disputes, right? I hate to admit it, but that's the situation. And in addition, General Morgan has gotten involved. Did you say General Morgan? Great, now it looks like things are going to be a pain. General Morgan? Who's that? He's famous for repelling the Imperial Army's invasion 10 years ago. Should have read about him in the history books. Amazingly enough, I don't recall the name. What's the big deal with this famous guy anyway? From what I've heard, he's not the biggest fan of the Bracer Guild. Hates Bracers, in fact. It seems he even made a point to routinely assert that there's no need for a Bracer Guild. Sounds like a real whack job to me. What you're saying is that we're not getting any information because of this general? That's not really important at the moment. What really matters is that Bracers are being prohibited from entering the regions they are investigating. Because of that, it's causing conflicts with our other work. But we just came all the way here from Roland. If that's the way it's going to be, then it's time to duel out with this general to decide who gets to investigate the incident. You're talking like a crazy person, Estelle. Keep your cool, there are other ways. Such as the request we received from the mayor concerning the incident. He asked that we conduct an investigation from the guild separate from the army. Well, that's encouraging news. If it's an official request from the mayor, it'll be a great pretext for us to conduct our own investigation. I see. Well, isn't this perfect timing? Lugrin, we'll accept the mayor's request. Sounds fine by me, but before you go, you two are junior bracers, right? Yeah, why? Junior bracers, so to speak, are members in training registered at various branches. Ensure their performance is monitored by the branch where they're currently registered. Right now for you two, that would be Roland. So what you're trying to say is that you have to change your registration if you want to accept jobs here, right? You've got it. Here, all you need to do is sign on the forms to transfer your registration. Sure. Names go here and done. Alright, it looks like everything is in order. And your bracers are Estelle and Joshua. As of this day, at 15:20, your registration at the Boast branch has been approved. It means you are now members of the Boast branch. So, just so you know, once you become a senior bracer, you can do any job without being registered to a particular branch. But on the flip side, your duties and responsibilities increase as well. Understood. We're pretty much still newbies. Well, it looks like I'll be able to entrust you with the mayor's request. The mayor's residence is near the west gate. You should go there and talk to her directly. We'll do that. Understood. So, actually, you know, I'll probably fail all these, but I'm actually okay with this. Unfortunately, you do have to actually talk to a lot of people, though. Just to be able to actually give everything. It's a shame you can only just accept it, but that's fine. Because I do need actually a way to make money in this game, and there's only 2 ways to make money in this game. That's actually either selling your septium, which I don't want to do, and the other is... And the other, unfortunately, is just, let's see, is this where the church is? This is not where the church is. And the other way to get money is just by doing quests. And I don't think this game exactly gives you enough money. You actually buy, like, the latest weapons and armor, and I totally went the wrong direction here. Where the heck is the church in this game? Maybe it's under New Ansel Path. No, that's out of the city. Where the heck is the church? Am I blind here or something? What's the weapon shop, at least? Probably actually can use this, at least. Pile rod, stunner. This was what I was worried about, is things being incredibly expensive. And it looks like things are super expensive. Well, this is gonna be a problem. That's actually gonna be a major problem. I need money in this game. Well, daggers. Well, I guess for now, we'll see how much I can actually... Actually, wait. I know I had a lot, actually. What's your conversion rate? You actually had... a lot, actually. Probably get rid of 100. That's actually very useful. So I guess there is a way to get money in this game. Oh yeah, that's right. That's actually another good thing I should check out. How do I... What kind of quartz does he actually make here? Nope, just looks like the same as the others. Shield. I kind of wish it would actually say what kind of items you could get, or what spells you'd get from the orbs here. I feel like I'm just missing something here, like the oh, I think this is actually the church. Yep, this is the church. Let's give him that letter. Sorry, I don't know why, I kind of just zoned out there for a second. Like I said, I actually really do enjoying the stories of games. Unfortunately, I'm also kind of a fast reader, too. Which is why I've kind of had to also... If it's not related to the main story, I've kind of just gotten used to, going through things as quickly as possible. But I also have this weird completionist streak in me. There we go. That takes care of our quest here. Man, there are a lot of characters in this game. I think this is honestly probably the biggest RPG I've seen them actually make. Let's see, and we can go over to the mayor's house. Let's see, I'm guessing this is their general store. No, that's the Bracer Guild. That's the bar. That's the Hotel, and here's the mayor's residence. I just want to try and catch up, because I feel like I spent 2 streams basically doing the prologue. Wow, now isn't this a gorgeous place? Look at that crazy expensive looking chandelier. Calm down, Estelle. It looks like this is the mayor's place, alright. I just wonder if she's home. Oh, do we have visitors? Welcome to the Beauce Mayor's residence. May I ask who you are, please? We're with the Bracer Guild. The mayor made a request to the guild. We've come here to inquire about the details. Well, I have heard from the mayor that we would be expecting you. However, I'm sorry to inform you that the mayor is currently out at the moment. She has gone to worship at the chapel. When do you expect her back, sir? Well, let me see. Actually, I imagine her making a return any moment now. Well, we're kind of in a hurry to meet her. Do you think it would be alright to call her at the chapel? Well, I don't wish to inconvenience you. Don't worry, it would probably save the both of us some trouble. If you don't mind asking me, what does the mayor look like? Like the typical wealthy person? Big hat with feathers in it? Dripping gemstones from every pore? Feathers? Gemstones of every what? Oh, how colorful, but quite off the mark, I assure you. How would I describe her? Should I say she looks splendid, or should I say beautifully mature? If she could just find the right man, then I could retire in peace. Huh? Never mind, I was just thinking out loud. Oh, we got a regular Alfred here. Ah, yes, this may help. The mayor has a maid accompanying her. That might be the easiest way to find her. The mayor is being accompanied by a maid, huh? That sounds easy enough to find in a crowd of people. Let's hurry and head over to the chapel. Well, I already know where to go, then. Or at least I did. Oh, never mind. There we go. Oh, there you are. You're the maid we've been looking for. And you are? Estelle, that wasn't very polite. My apologies. We're with the Bracer Guild. We're looking for the mayor so we can confirm the details of the job she requested. Oh, I see. Let me introduce myself. I am her maid, Leela. I see to the mayor's daily needs. Being served hand and foot, huh? The world we live in are really different. So where is the mayor, if you don't mind me asking? Didn't she come here to pray? She's playing hooky from her religious duties. Huh? I'm sure she's probably in the middle of inspecting the situation in the market. She took off after telling me to pray for her too. I kinda like the cut of her jib already. I don't know how I should say this, but the mayor seems to has quite a unique personality. Well, doesn't she sound interesting? Even if she weren't the mayor, I'd be kind of intrigued. There's no doubt she's a capable person, although she does have a bit of an unrestrained aspect to her at times. Anyway, I'm on my way to meet her right now. I don't mean to sound impolite, but would you mind waiting at her residence? I will let you know when, let her know you're there. I don't know how to feel about going back there empty-handed. Would it be alright if we came along with you instead? Come with me to meet the mayor? Well, I guess it's okay. Let's make our way over to the Beauce Market, then. Wow, this game really likes to make you run around. You're gonna run around, I think I actually... Let's see... where the... Actually, it's probably this place, actually. Wow, this place is really huge. I wonder where the mayor is. Well, she does stand out in a crowd, so I'm sure you'll find her right away. Oh, just as I thought. The two of you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves. Trying to force up the price of food at a time like this by buying it all up. You're not fit to be merchants in Beauce. But ma'am, we were just thinking about to increase sales for the Beauce market in general. I don't want to hear any more from you. If it were other products, it would be a different story, but making undue profits on unnecessities will lead to negative publicity for the market. Return these goods to their original prices at once. Alright. We'll do as you say. I don't doubt your passion for the boast market, but I want you to understand this. Commerce, when you get right down to it, is the established relationship of trust between people. Wow, she actually has a very interesting philosophy about economics and marketplaces. And believe me, if you do business with that in mind, you can become wonderful merchants in Bose. Yes, ma'am. We'll do our best. Whew. Madam. Leela, I see you came, huh? I'm sorry you had to see that side of me. Actually, you did a wonderful job, as always. Never mind that, these people are here to see you. Please come back home immediately. Oh, that emblem is... Could you be the bracers I requested? Yep, that's us, but... So does that mean you're... Forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Maybell. I'm the owner of this market and the mayor of the Bose region. See, I don't see how more PSP RPGs and games could actually be on, be ported over for PC. This restaurant looks super expensive. Are we really going to have a meeting here? I often use this place for business meetings. The food is quite good, too. I'll tell you what, though, I have heard the mayor of Bose was a woman. I never imagined you would be this young. Based on looks alone, I would have guessed you were only 4 or 5 years older than me. Actually, I still feel like I'm nothing more than an unworthy successor to my father. My late father was the previous mayor, and all I did was inherit the rights to the Bose market and the political foundation which he set up. That's a rather unvarnished self-evaluation if I ever heard one. After all, I'm just the daughter of a businessman, so there's no sense in getting high hat about it, But anyway, would it be alright to go over the details of my quest with you again? Sure, that'd be fine. Well, what I would like to ask you to do is investigate the disappearance of the missing airship and bring closure to the incident. I am of the opinion that Bracers would bring about much more desirable results concerning the incident that the army is currently producing. The reason being, we're not fighting a war, we're trying to find answers and solve a mystery. Well, I, for one, would be honored. Don't you think that you're overrating us just a bit? Call it a businesswoman's prerogative. The fact of the matter is, an influential businessman was aboard the airliner that disappeared. In addition, if the Royal Army continues to keep Bose airspace as a no-fly zone, business is going to suffer. And just when business has been booming prior to the Queen's birthday celebration too. I see, so this is an economic appeal, right? Yes, and it's something I can't trust to be left up to the army alone. So what do you think? Will you accept my request for your help in the matter? Well, we have our own reasons for wanting to investigate the incident, and we'd like to accept the job, but... the army has actively been trying to exclude Bracers from anything having to do with the incident. So, I don't suppose you could pull the mayor card for us, could you? Maybe show the armies who's running this show? Excluding Bracers, huh? This has to be the work with General Morgan, then. That man has disliked Bracers from the beginning. So you know who the general is, Mayor Maybell? He was a friend of my late father's. Tentatively speaking, we have a passing acquaintance with one another. So I may just be able to do something for you. You mean... Leela, yes, madame? I guess this should be sufficient. Here, please take this with you. What's this letter for? It's a letter of request to General Morgan. It is to inform him of my request for information about the incident as the official responsible for the region. I think this should be enough to get some information out of the army. Let's see. I wonder if that Bracer-hating general will even meet with us at all. I think it would be a pretty safe bet as long as you hide your identities. Probably would be best served by saying that you're messengers for the mayor. I don't know if I sound like the sound of that. It feels like we're lying or something. He's not lying. We'd just not be telling him everything. A lie of omission is still a lie, as some people would say. If this is a time-sensitive situation, I think we should be practical about it. I guess you're right, Joshua. By the way, where do we need to go to meet General Morgan? There's a fort called the Hacken Gate on the international border to the north of Bose. You'd be able to find the general there. Alright everyone, I'm counting on you. You can just leave everything to us. If we find out anything, we'll come let you know. Looking forward to some good news. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Alright, Mecha GM, you have yourself a wonderful night. Thank you very much for the raid. I always appreciate it, man. And I'm glad you're having fun with Yakuza. I wish I could honestly ask you a lot more questions, but I can honestly say this is such a text-heavy RPG that it's very hard to get those moments to actually talk to you guys and actually see how you're doing, what games you're playing, what are your plans for the week. Just because the script, like, I like that this is, I do like the story. I like the characters, I really actually do. But I was actually I knew I was taking a gigantic risk actually streaming this RPG. Because I knew this would be a very long RPG. This is probably actually the longest RPG listed on how long to beat. Longer than Final Fantasy 15. I honestly expected going on that one would have been the longest for the year. This, no doubt in my mind, is going to be the longest. That is just a bar none of what this is actually going to be. And it kind of sucks, because I actually like a lot more RPGs that are more... I guess when you're streaming, you're more interested in playing something more action-based, so you could have a bit of casual conversation, and those moments in RPGs are very self-contained. This one is just keeps going. Like, it really is like having... Like, you're seeing these characters actually having a conversation. That's what actually makes me like it. But in terms of time, it's just extremely time-consuming. And when you only have 2 hours to stream, you gotta work with what you got. Alright, let's get going, shall we? Hacken Gate is at the end of the Eisen Road to the northeast of the Bose Highway. In short, we need to head out the east gate and then north thereafter, right? Alrighty then, Hacken Gate, here we come. Have yourself a good night, Mecha GM. Let me actually see. Actually, I should see here. I guess this is... What kind of place does this market actually have? What the heck can I actually get from here? Ah, it's the item shop, okay. Let's see. Paring knives is apparently an upgrade for him. I can have him use chef knives. Perfect. God, that's actually expensive. Work helmet. That actually gives defense. Can I cannot turn the camera. I'm actually looking for, well, I can buy this at least. A fictional novel. Sponge cake. Wow, that's actually heals a lot of health. Hey, it's Dorothy. What? Oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong button. I was wondering, it's like, why did this come up? Let's see, defense and move. The red scarf. Nothing wrong with getting the red scarf. Let's see, I'm guessing this is... Yep, this is ingredients, okay. I gotta start actually cooking. I really need to start actually getting, cooking food in this game. I need to also find out where I can actually get more stuff. Fresh eggs. Kibbled salt. See, there's actually a use in this game to actually master all of your cooking in this game, but I'm curious though, how exactly do I actually learn capacity? There's gotta be a chef here or something I can talk to that actually sells me stuff. And do I buy it from you? Or do I buy it from you? Nope. Maybe this place is just too fancy. Yep. Because actually getting recipes seems like it's kind of important. But I think I might actually... What do I need to do? There's actually a lot I need to do in this game. Did I... I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, both. Okay. Missing airliner. Revenue monster. Let's see. Bring 5 tender poultry. Where the heck do I get poultry? Let's see. And that's a monster. The Elder Raisin. Behind Revenue Village. Where the heck do I go for that? Honestly, I need a... This game needs to give me like a world map or something. That's what I need more than anything else in this game. I need a world map. I just get lost. Valeria Lakeshore, that's not it. Let's see, that's not a store, that's not a store. The Orbital Factory, here's the weapon shop. I should probably actually buy... I probably should actually buy defense. Probably buy defense for everyone. Because that's easily an upgrade for all of my characters. How much is work boots? 8 defense. Leather jacket. Maybe I should actually sell all my weapons. Or sell my armor, but I wonder how much I'm actually going to get. How much am I actually going to get for items in this game? Let's see. Actually, that's not bad. It's not a great return on investment. That's 40% then. Hey, how's it going, Wayward? How are you doing tonight? How have you been? I need to get more cooking ingredients. I need more recipes. That's my biggest problem right now. I need to get more recipes in this darn game. But I don't know where to get them. It seems like the restaurant's not going to give it to me, though. Which is kind of unfortunate. I also wish I had a bigger map in this game. Oh well, I guess for now, though. Remember correctly... Wait, I think that was actually the place I needed to go. Let's see. Actually... How do I get I want to see one thing real quick. I want to see if I can get tender chicken. I feel like you can actually just take care of it here. Let's see. Potions, cutlery, chop. Actually, just is there chicken? Tender chicken. Nope. Good. Play the first few levels. How was Destiny? I'm actually curious about that. How has Destiny been treating you? It's a red scarf. That's way too expensive just for 2 defense. Characters really actually don't have anything, do they? Yep, it's just that. This market does not have what I need. This place might have it, though. Cheese risotto. Perfect, that's actually what I needed. And these are just things you can actually buy. It's weird, I kinda actually finally got over my Warframe kick. At least for now. At least for now, I've gotten over it. And I've already forgotten where I need to go. I need to go east. And I just went the wrong way, didn't I? I did go the wrong way. So what's your first impression on it? Your opinion of the first was meh. Forsaken seems to be Bungie trying to win everyone back. Honestly, I don't know what people are really looking for in I don't know what people are really looking for in Destiny. Have yourself a good night, Newton. Have yourself a wonderful night. I think, if anything, the big problem with Destiny is that it's trying to appeal to the same type of people who want to play like Warframe and such. It wants to create like an MMO for consoles, but it's not creating the story or have the long-term vision. And they're just creating expansion after expansion and not letting people actually. And there's not enough content for people to actually enjoy, because they're just the hardcore burning through it as quickly as possible. And there's not enough character variety. It's like you pick one of 3 classes, and you level each one individually. And I also think Destiny would have been better if you just let players just create one character, and that way you can then create a bunch of quests for each of the classes and raids and such for people to experience. Hold it right there. The Hucken Gate is currently not permitting civilian passage through the checkpoint. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed past this point. Sorry to make you waste your breath, but we are authorized to be here. This is Mayor Mayville's. The mayor has requested that we come and speak with General Morgan about the status of the search. As you can see, this document is official. But if you don't want to let us through, I'm sure you'll be hating life later. I guess there's nothing we can do but let you through. Are you serious about this? Don't you know, Mayor Maybell is the one in charge over the entire region. You can't just ignore that. I guess you're right. Alright. I'll grant you permission to pass, but make sure you don't cause any problems. Whatever happens, never forget that we share a border with the Empire. Yeah, we got it already. Alright then, let us through. They actually added a new branch to each subclass. Well, that's actually a good start, at least. I mean, it's good that they're also trying to tell a story as well. And I think this is actually where I get my... Is this where I get my tender chicken? It is where I get my tender chicken. I want tender chicken. Give me that chicken. Hey, Greg.
That's that then.
Good morning, although I won't have sound in a few minutes. Well, that's fine. You can just enjoy You're lucky you're actually in a point where there's actual gameplay instead of story. I'm talking about each class having their own special quests. That was actually a thing in the game's 3rd DLC. Yeah, but didn't people have to actually pay a lot for each of the expansions as well? Like, I'm trying to remember. Like I said, I never got to own the games myself. Like, which is weird, honestly, because I honestly wanted to jump in on Destiny as well. But, unfortunately, budgets. I've really missed a lot of big opportunities to actually, that would have let me to actually play with people. I know I didn't know anyone who really played Destiny. Ooh, that's a big monster. That is a big bird. That is a big bird, and he's really weak to fire. Fine by me, though. Hopefully. 500%. That's insane. Well, at the very least, I can nuke it to... Nuke that bird! Oh, you know the whole game. Okay. Well, at least the armor I bought was worth it. I know one thing about Falcom games, is that they are incredibly difficult if you don't keep your stats up to par. I'm sorry, did that bird just reflected everything back at him? Or back at Estelle? That's actually surprising. Oh well, at least you got a heal. You end up getting it right before the start. Like I said, I'm kind of sad, honestly. This year, actually a lot of years, ever since I've had to be a lot more frugal with money, I've had a lot more problems, like, keeping up with the latest games. And at the same time, there's a lot of games I've been missing out on. And part of it is just because there are just too many games coming out. There are enemies you can't damage with arts, or even some with physical resistances. Yeah, that I kind of noticed in the prologue. The 4th DLC was when it began to decline. The first 2 DLCs for the second game followed the same $30. See, that's the other thing that actually sucks about it, is having to constantly pay money for the actual, for each expansion or DLC. That really sucks. That was, if you want really people to, it's not so much keep playing, but just to be able to know that they are they're getting value out of their investment. You gotta let them actually enjoy playing the game. Like, you can have expansions, but there can be such a thing as one too many. I feel like Destiny kind of went in that direction. Because I know that's how a lot of how the bigger game companies make their money. It's that they create a game, and then they try and support it. And don't get me wrong, I actually find the model to be somewhat good. Because I do actually like For Honor, for example. But at the same time, I'm not a huge fan of it being a massive grind. Oh, that is a lot of enemies. Well, at least I know this thing is going to go pop. Oh, right, she had critical. Ah, oh, crap, that's gonna hurt. Well, that sucked. Oh, well, that's fine. But I think the other reason, if I didn't actually get in on Destiny, this is the year I haven't had any fun really playing a lot of shooter games. Like, I look at a lot of the first-person shooter games, I'm like, I don't really have fun playing these games anymore. And I don't know if it's still me, like, and this is years later, but I still feel somewhat burnt out from Payday 2. In this game, you kind of hate dual strike if one misses the other missing as well. I knew that had to be the mechanic for the game. I knew it had to be that. Because it wasn't, there was no way I could have just kept missing over and over and over again.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Ender poultry. How many poultries do I have here? I just need to take a look. Let's see. Ingredients. I'm guessing this is an ingredient, right? Tender poultry. 9! We got plenty of poultry. I guess I shouldn't underestimate, I guess I'm overestimating how much 500% does in damage. Oh! Well, that's just bad timing. Oh, that's actually not good. Really not good. Oh well, at least I have critical. Oh, he's gonna get another crit. Oh no, he is gonna get a crit. Crap. Or oh no, it was critical. Okay. Actually, attacking's fine. It's the whole I want to help support the devs. Honestly, I don't like that mindset anymore. It's like, support the devs, I get it. But at the same time, I really actually don't like that. Heals HP for all. Oh, that's actually not bad. So each of the foods have a different effect. HP cure for all. And heals 180. There we go. Well, we'll try and get what information we can from Harkin Gate, and then we'll probably end it. Yeah, like, that's the best thing you can do, is, like, if you actually do like the game, and you honestly do have a great time playing it, then you're naturally going to be doing that. I think the big thing, though, is you need to be able to... Like, that's really, honestly, the only thing you can do, aside from, obviously, word of mouth, or see if any other friends you have want to take the time and play the game with you. Unfortunately, the latter, I can't do that, and I think a lot more people are on much tighter budgets. Just because people aren't making as much money as they used to. Like, there are a lot more people, so the companies are actually still making profits overall. But the individual, even if you are a hobbyist of games, gaming as a hobby is still expensive. And there's no way, like, you know, I actually should do this. I should actually take every single game that has been released, and I mean every single game. If it has a retail price and you can buy it, that's on, like, the Steam Marketplace, or you can buy it on the Switch and stuff. Put them all together and see how much it actually would cost a person. And, like, you can even break it down by, like, developer and category, or, you know, little things like that, and actually see how much it's actually going to cost a person. And then compare that to how much a person actually has in luxury spending. That actually would be a very interesting thing to actually research. Because I think it would just show just how oversaturated the games market actually is. And how difficult it is for people to actually really support developers, because there are a lot of good, there are games that are really good at the first like hour or two, but then it kind of comes out to be like it's a grind or it's a chore. Like Dead Cells, unfortunately to me, Dead Cells feels like it's a chore playing now, because I've beaten the game on normal, I've beaten it on hard, and now I'm on hard where if I actually want to even have a chance of beating it on very hard, I have to grind, and this is not a joke, 8,000 cells. And you only get about 200 per run. So that's 40 playthroughs. And your average playthrough is about 1 hour for a playthrough. That is 40 hours you have to put down just to have a chance to beat it on the higher difficulty. And so while you'll have fun at first playing through the game normally, you'll then run up into a wall, because the only way you can progress is to invest all your cells, not in unlocking weapons or anything else that's actually allowing you to have more fun, more variety, and have more and have different or varied runs. It's just in improving the item quality of the game. And that really sucks for something like Dead Cells. And they're not even, at least to my knowledge, it's gold, it got released, but I don't think they're even actually done with the whole story. Like, they're still trying to actually, try and actually support it, because I see a lot more indie devs trying to get more value from the one game they develop, like Yacht Club Games and Shovel Knight, for example. Either way, let's go back to our story, because I know this is actually going to take us a while here, so we're going to be going over a little bit here. Also, that's actually the perfect line to actually start off with. It's freaking huge! Of course it's huge. It acts as the sole entrance to the Empire and is the rampart that protects Liberal from foreign threats. After it was destroyed in the 10 Years' War, a much more robust wall was built in its place. Standard military reaction. Bigger equals better. There's so many sassy comments and political comments I can make. But we're going to ignore that. Which means that beyond this point is no longer liberal. Yeah. It's the territory of the Erebonian Empire, which stands beneath the emblem of the Golden Stallion. The Erebonian Empire? Well, enough staring for one day. Let's go meet General Morgan. There are some barracks to the right, to the side of the gate. Maybe we'll meet him in there. Okay, let's go. Before that, I want you to remove those bracer emblems you've got pinned on your chests. Things won't be pretty if General Morgan sees those. Oh, I forgot all about that. Somehow I feel all weird doing this. Yeah, there's something that just doesn't feel right about this. Don't worry, that's proof that you just started adjusting to being a bracer. Alrighty. So there's our lodgings. I'm actually curious. Is there a chest? No, no chest. Alright. Let's go into those lodgings. Blonde-haired man. What a surprise. This is my first time eating Liberal's cooking. It was rather delectable. Glad you liked it. To get to town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great Liberal cooking as well. You'll enjoy this trip of yours, alright? That I will do, believe me. This is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I truly am in for a feast elsewhere in this land. Well, excuse me for having my bar here on the outskirts of the country. Before you go feasting on the finer things, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price. Well then, maybe I will. Do you think this guy is... He looks like a traveler from the Empire, if you ask me. Let's see... I wonder... He allows me to rest, and I can buy some food. Hello! That's actually probably a good item here. Although that's actually expensive. Cures Knockout. Recipe not learned. I'll buy one just in case. Then we on topic. We've gotten to the original part of Neptunia. Where I get to the last station, honestly conflicted whether or not I like the original over the Rebirth games. Honestly, like I said, from what we learned during my time playing that game, they really rewrote a lot of the story. And because of that rewriting, because they're adding more fan fiction characters representing representing the game, I think honestly, I don't know. I think it's more people will normally gravitate towards what they like when it's their first experience with that franchise or anything like that. Like, as I bet if I went back and played the original, I think overall the overall story would probably be the same. But obviously, because there's those intricate details and stuff, and because it's a visual novel, you probably won't notice it as much. It's a different story and mechanic-wise. Yeah, so they went in a completely different direction. So I bet, honestly, if I played it, I probably would actually... I'd say the default. If I was an average person, I would say, no, I like Rebirth better. Just because it was the first one I played, it's now the mechanics I'm used to and such. Playing and such. So that's the normal, what a normal person would actually be. Obviously, I haven't played both, so I don't actually know. Because there's been a few times actually playing through a game, it's like, here's the original, here's the remake, and I go like, the original was better. Like, case in point. And here's one I didn't play, but I've actually saw people play it, was Kirby's Adventure. Or also known on the Game Boy Advanced. Oh god, what's it? Nightmare in Dreamland. They're the same game. But they made those very small changes, and I think the biggest thing, like a lot of people play through like the Game Boy Advanced one, I still like the original Nintendo one, because the one thing that you actually had, and it's one thing unfortunately like the Game Boy Advance couldn't really do, because obviously because of screen size and having to actually have your players actually see it, is fighting a lot of the bosses in the Kirby games, they were massive. And you had no room at all to actually do your fighting and such. Compared to Kirby's Adventure, you had tons of space. You had a lot of room in comparison. Yeah, I think Hyperdimension Neptunia would have done a lot better if it was out during the time of the PS2 days. Just because I think it was that perfect time. A lot of people were really into RPGs, and it would be also the perfect time to have this meta humor / visual novel introducing a lot of people to a different style of play. Like, a lot of people actually really do like, or I should probably say liked, Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. Like, the original was actually a really good volleyball game, and it also introduced a lot of people to a simulation game. Like, obviously, yes, people liked the characters and how they actually looked. But at the same time, because of that, you had actually a solid volleyball game for the time, and people got to experience something completely different. And having actually learned, like, here, how do I build a relationship with this character? I want to see what it's like actually playing this character, or building up a relationship with this character. And they're having to actually do a lot of different things that's normally they're not used to. By the way, we gotta finish the story here, because I can go on and on and on about that sort of stuff. But for now, though, we gotta finish the story here, and we gotta finish out for the night here. How in the world did you guys get through? The barricade hasn't been lifted on the Eisen Road yet. We came here on an errand for Mayor Maybell from Bose. Do you think you can get us in to see General Morgan? Well, that's understandable. In that case, I could definitely get you in to see the General, but unfortunately he's out at the moment. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now. Looks like our timing was bad. I don't happen to have an idea when he might return, do you? I think he'll be back sometime today. There's a bar in that rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back. The bar? You mean the place we were just at? Why is there a bar in a place like this anyway? Obviously, because this is the border with the Empire. The screening process for those entering and leaving the country is really strict. So there are a lot of travelers who have to wait quite a bit. That makes a lot of sense. In that case, it's understandable that you would need facilities like an inn and a bar. Well then, we'll take you up on your suggestion and wait over at the bar. Da bar. Speaking of bars here. Actually, you know, now that I think about it, since we can just simply wait at the bar, I think we'll probably leave it here for the night here, and we will go through the process here. I'm honestly kind of worried about this RPG now, because I kind of feel like I'm under-leveled. And also, having a lack of money is also kind of a worry. Best scene coming though. Well, then we'll just save it tomorrow then, because I'd rather leave things on... At least then I know, hey, there's something I can look forward to then. Nah, but we're definitely over time though. I want to try and be a little bit more stricter with my streaming times, because I've let a couple past streams kind of go a little bit out of hand. And I want to try and rein it in, because even though my schedule most likely will not change in terms of streaming, I have things actually coming up that require me to actually... Basically, I need to catch my Z's, and I can't stay up all ungodly hours of the night, so kind of had to cut things here. That's gonna do it for us tonight here. Let me take a look and see who else is streaming right now. And the only person I have currently streaming right now is Cthulhu the Third. He's actually been doing arcade games tonight. So he's actually went through a bunch of beat-em-ups earlier and a couple of fighting games. I actually don't know what game he's actually playing. It looks like... It definitely is a beat-em-up game, but I've never seen this beat-em-up before. But that's gonna do it for me tonight, though. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream. Why don't we actually make one quick save file here, because I will forget. But, until then, though, have yourselves a great Wait, no. Actually, I almost forgot, because yesterday was Labor Day. Have yourselves a great Wednesday, but until then, take care.